Hey, this is Shooter Jennings, and this is the Texas music scene with my little buddy, Ray Benson.
Welcome back, y'all. You know, Shooter Jennings has recently made a triumphant return to his unique brand of country music with the album Family Man. It's a good one, folks. We hopped on his tour bus to get the inside story. Let's check it out.
I wake up with my children right around the crack of noon. Not do good like a good daddy should till the devil rolls out that moon.
I hope the people listening to my music will latch on and continue to follow me in my journey, because with music, for me, it's always a journey, and you never know where I'll go. Right now, I'm feeling country for a couple records, but you know, I might go into these other worlds and stuff, but it's all about my personality, and it's always real, and it always comes from a really honest place, and I always try to write everything from a place of maybe passing on something to somebody else. So, you know, if you want to know what's up with me, buy my records, because that's what's going on with me. The Real Me as a song is like a song that's really about, I mean, it's just really about facing the fact that I can't be perfect all the time, and by that I mean really not perfect.
I love you like the devil, bind you like a snake, and then forsake and break everything I don't take before I'm done.
With Family Man, I really wanted the next step to be something that was really pure and songwriter based, and I was just feeling that I needed to do something different to kind of revitalize my creativity a little bit, and it was the first record that I produced myself. I mean, previous to this, I'd always been working with a very dear friend of mine, Dave Cobb, who still is a very dear friend. But this time I wanted to kind of step out and do something that was going to be pretty much 100% a creative gesture on my own. Like, I just really wanted to write the songs, to do the record, do all those things just kind of on my own. And so through the grace of God and a label and stuff, we went into the Magic Shop in Soho and recorded Family Man.
When I'm feeling low, she reminds me that there's always tomorrow. I kinda wonder if she knows my sun comes up just to hear her crow.
First single that we have off the record is called The D and the Dollar, and that was like a song that, it was, you know, I was writing a little love song to my girl. I mean, especially because like through all of everything that I've been through, she's definitely been there for me, and been a better girl than I have been a boy in the relationship, I think. But I'm very lucky to have her in my life and everything. But then I wrote this song that kind of was just a little love song with little old Southern sayings in it. Like, I didn't expect it to be the single.
She owns the D, she owns the dollar.
All these songs were kind of an exercise in writing for me, where I just was determined to do it in its like most basic form and not really focus on riffs or layered instruments, and really make it where the song from top to bottom on an acoustic would sound good, and then kind of moving into the next thing.
Gonna walk a mile right off this island, go away before I go insane.
And luckily, I ended up playing with these guys in the Triple Crown, the band, and it's like they were really able to take what I was doing and elevate the song to another level, you know? So I'm very fortunate to have such good players.
It's a high, lonesome summertime, a life of tribulation, but I'll be fine. Just one thing, Jesus, if you don't mind, turn my water to wine. Turn my water to wine.
The twisted religious songs, you know, we did Manifesto #1 on the first record, and I don't know what made me name it that, but I did. And then when we came around to the second record, me and Leroy wrote, the old guitar picker I used to play with, wrote Manifesto 2 together. We did a Manifesto 3 that we never released technically, but if you go to my website at shooterjennings.com, you can actually download this free record called Miss the Boat, and it's on there, a live version of it. But when we came around to this record, I wrote the song that is Manifesto 4, and I just felt like it needed to continue the legacy of the Manifesto songs, you know? It's like, they're always some kind of You know, I guess they're as conflicted as I get, because it's like, for me, I mean, my mom's really religious and I was raised religious and all this stuff, but I always find myself in these really messed up situations, and I'm always like, okay, if you let me get through this, I promise, you know, I'll do this or that. And it kind of comes from that same place, those songs, I think.
Turn my water to wine. The fountain of love like turpentine. It's one thing, Jesus, and I'll be fine. Turn my water to wine. Hey!
But I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of the country sound we got cutting in New York, you know. But I honestly didn't know going into it how traditional country it would turn out. We spent so much time blending rock and country into stuff, and I feel like that's what all the new guys do now. Like all the Nashville dudes are doing like this kind of hard rock. They all sound like rock bands with like pedal steel. That wasn't going on like that back in when we busted out, you know. So whether we had a hand in that or whatever it is, I felt like the most pretty much like rebellious thing would be to do like a really simple songwriting album, you know, and it turned out to be really country, which made me happy.
All right, coming up next is a Texas music road story from The Departed, with Cody Canada and Steve Littleton in Fort Worth. So stay with us.